Hello everyone, welcome to Red Cave Universe. My name is Aditya. I work as an analyst in the industry for last 5 years. We are building a community of people who believe in democratizing education, and this mission starts with Excel, and soon we will add more learning paths to this. So stay tuned. And we'll start today with some formulas. There are a few formulas like some if, some FS, some product, some SQ. They have different use, and we would see how we can use them in different scenarios. So today's data set is again a kind of a carry forward data set from count functions. And if you haven't seen the count function videos, please go and check it out on our channel. So now we will start with the data. Data is basically date, month, region, revenue, quantity, and price. So for the simplicity sake, we have taken price as a standard of $100 for each quantity, and we have quantities sold in column E, and the revenue is basically derived from multiplication of column E and F. So when I say 4137 quantities sold, if you multiply it by $100, it is basically 413,700K worth of business, right? So we'll start with the sum formula, which is the most basic, that you have number of cells and you want the total of it. How you find it is basically you'll do equal to sum, you'll say tab, and you can provide number 1 2 3, but giving it few numbers is very hard to do, and it is very tedious, right? So we would simply say that I want to do the sum from D2 to D369, because I know that number of records in the data set is 369, and we will close this. So now we have roughly $1.79 billion of sales globally. Now let's say there is no revenue column as such, you don't have this column. How would you produce this 1.79 billion number, show it into your KPI or show it to your manager or someone, right? So you will just say some product, and you have to give two arrays. One array, uh, those two arrays could be something like here quantity and price. So you want to multiply quantity into price so that you get revenue. So what we will do is, our first array is quantity, that is E2 to E369, comma, then we have to give the second array, that is price. So that is F2 to F369. And if you close this formula, it will produce the same exact output as sum, because here over we are doing into multiplication first and then summing it up. But this sum product formula is basically bit intelligent formula, and it will do on its own. Now these are two basic formulas. Let's move to advanced formula. Again, SUMIF and SUMIFS have exact similarities to the count formulas. Here are there is additional things that you will have to give to the SUMIF and SUMIFS formula, and we will see what are those additional things. We'll do the SUMIF, sum if. Now it asks you range, right? Excel is good so that it highlights what you need to feed to the formula, right? So we'll say range. So range for what? So range for criteria. So we'll say our criteria range is column C. So we'll say C2 to C369. So we'll say C2 to C369. And now I don't want to move this range here and there, even if I copy paste this formula. So what we will do is we will freeze this to 369, and also we will see freeze this C2 cell. So range will not move for the criteria now. So now we will say criteria. What is criteria? Criteria is Asia. And we do want to move this cell as we copy paste, because next we want EMEA, NA, South America. We will leave it like that. Now the additional thing that SUMIF needs, that COUNTIF doesn't require, is the sum range. On which column you have to do the sum, right? If you say that I want to sum of Asia, but on what column you need the sum? So over here we need revenue. So what we will see, we want D2, we will freeze this to D369, and we'll again freeze this, and we will close this formula, and it gives us $443 million. Now I will just copy paste this formula over here into multiple cell, right? Now we have the form values for all the regions, and if we sum this up, it should be this number, correct? Or else we have done something wrong in the formula. What we'll do is we'll do sum of these numbers, and what it gives us, let's see. So it gives us 1.79352700 $700, and that is correct. That's what we wanted to achieve. Now we know that everybody is doing kind of similar business in terms of region. Every region is doing somewhat of 40 50,000 $40 50 million. So now we want to see the distribution in months. In each month, how they have performed. Are their sales growing or their sales decreasing? So how do we know that? So we will need sales sum or revenue sum on monthly basis for that region. So if I say sum if s, now if s, you can give multiple condition. With f, you can just give one condition. So now the difference between sum f and sum if s is that in sum if you have to give the sum range at the last of the formula, and in sum if s you have to give it in the first thing in the formula. So we'll say d2, we'll freeze this to d369, we'll again freeze this, and we will say that our first criteria is region. So region belongs to column C. So you will say column C2, press F4, freeze this cell to C369. We'll again freeze this cell as well. And we will give the criteria. Or criteria, we do not want to freeze this cell. We want it to move ahead as we copy paste this. Now we will give the criteria range 2. So you see that I have moved to criteria 2. It says that you have to give the second criteria range and then criteria again 3 4 5, the any number we want. So we will now give the month. The month belongs to column B, so we'll say B2, and we will first freeze this, then B369, again freeze this, and we'll say criteria belongs to J22, and we'll close this formula and we'll hit enter. So now I will just copy this, drag this formula. Okay, now that brings my formatting to haywire. So I'll just copy paste this formula to all the cells, and I will redo the formatting in a quick bit. Okay, my bad. Okay, so I'll just drag, right, and I will just do the quick formatting. Right, just give me a second. We want to give the bottom border, so we'll say H. Say format painter, format, and we'll do again format painter. So now we are good, right? But these are all numbers. We want currency. We'll convert this to currency. So now if you see, the total again is 179352700 at the bottom of this sheet, right? Now we were able to achieve, so we know that in month of January sales was good, in February it was less. Okay, we could understand that number of days are less. Over here in EMEA region sales are dropping. So these kind of insights you get if you use SUMIF formulas, right? The last one is SUMSQ. So SUMSQ is basically to do the square of the given numbers. So why I've already created squares over here. What I've done is just multiplied this number by itself using the same sale reference. So it is I40 into I40, right? And then I can do the sum, which comes to 55, right? At the bottom of the sheet you can see here. But I don't want to do that. I'll just type sum SQ. Okay, and we will have to give the numbers. So these are the numbers. We have given the range. Close this formula and we'll see sum 50. Okay, over here we have to write sum SQ. So this is how you get sum SQ, and all these are the sum formulas, and I hope these helps you. If these videos are adding values to your learning goal, please hit like, subscribe for more content like this so that we release videos on every Monday, Wednesday and Friday. And also share your thoughts and questions in the comment section, and do share this video so that people like you can reach to this video and learn from it. So thank you.